because you have to have a reference point. What do I feel like when I'm tuned into my values? Part of that awakening process is, wait a minute, I have creative control over my life, or the things that are happening to me are really happening through me because of my thoughts and my beliefs. It is a freaking game changer.
I don't have to believe all of these things of this old way. When we start then to look at what do I believe, then anything that is old or clashing with that is immediately going to bring us discomfort or a situation that's not working, or it will probably seem like it's working against us.
Yeah, that's exactly it. The best way to find out what beliefs are unconscious in you is to take a fine-tooth comb through your experience and look for the areas that don't work for you.
When I know what my values are, then those are that's the path that I'm going to follow. That's what brings me back to center. To if I know, my purpose is putting me in this direction. If I end up off to the side somewhere, my values are what bring me back on.
And you can only have that because you took the time to do the deep work. Yeah. So however you do that, read a book, take a class, whatever is calling you, or whatever gets your attention, that's how you begin the process of cleaning it out. It's not so much that it doesn't happen anymore, though I'm rooting for that. Right? And I keep doing my practices, and I keep viewing these moments as opportunities to strengthen this muscle.
Right.
Because though it was painful for me to be activated again, believing that I knew better and really scolding myself afterwards, like, what's wrong with you? I had to just really love myself and go, okay, let's break this down. What was the moment? Where did it happen? So that the next time when it does happen, hopefully through the reference point of this most recent experience, I'll be able to do it better. And by doing it better, I mean, live more closely to my value, because you have to have a reference point. What do I feel like when I'm tuned into my values?
For a lot of people, awareness is a totally new concept.
Absolutely.
Just even being aware of, like, oh, yeah, I can be aware of what I believe. What do you believe? Like most of us don't even realize or take the time yet to sit down and go, what do I believe? What do I believe about people? What do I believe about society, about money, about religion, about school, about whatever, the government, whatever it is? What do I believe about that? What do I want to believe about that?
Right.
Is what I believe about that what I want to believe about that? And I think that what you're saying is the tools that we use or can use to moderate those questions. When those questions come up, we can go, you can bring that question into a contemplative meditation and,
yes,
and just literally just sit in this question in stillness and in quiet and just see what comes up for you. And some of it you may like and some of it you may not, and then to move into non-judgment and not judge the parts you don't like and not judge the parts you do like.
Yeah.
And decide, okay, I'm going to make the decision to not practice these parts, and then yes, I'm going to practice these parts. And all of a sudden we're now aware of what we're thinking, what we're believing, and we're making conscious decisions about how we're acting about things, how we're reacting. There is a whole new belief system, worldview, perspective to be had that we are not broken to begin with. And I think that is a huge stepping out for a lot of people of what we are used to.